Look at that, it's just all dust with the water as well. And you just see the tower like half hidden. I'd imagine, you know, all these would have had like advertisements in, advertising about Blackpool and what's going on, possibly the sea life of the tower. You can see it's like an art now. And welcome back to a brand new video. So we're going to have a bit of a walk around a few of the streets. We're going to pop over, see how the demolition of the courts is getting on. Also, we're going to pop on the promenade. What a day today, absolutely magnificent. And didn't it chuck it down yesterday with all the wind and the rain? Awful day. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So I'm just going to start this off, like I said, at Yorkshire Street, and have a bit of a walk around a few of the streets, head over to the courts, and like I said, then hit the promenade. So again, down here you got some great little guest houses. There used to be a little fish bar just to the right there, and used to be a little cafe as well, Neo's. It looks like, and you see that one is sadly gone, but yeah, some great little. Like I said, great little guest houses, little B&Bs, all along the back streets. Like I said, just one or two streets off the promenade. And there's also another wonderful little house down here, just sort of a nice little blue house. And it's certainly, it reminds you like sort of Brixham. When I visited Brixham once in Devon, a lovely little cottage type. And again, you know, all these, just on the left-hand side, you can see them all. All these used to be guest houses once over. And it is sad to see, you know, so many, you know, now sort of closed up. But I guess that's the times we sadly live in. But yeah, like I said, this is a fantastic one. You see straight ahead, it's like a lovely blue colour, and you've got like like a wheel outside, what they used to have on the ships. And that certainly is a nice one. Like I said, just a couple of streets off the promenade. And again, you just look up at some of these, you know, like the amazing patterns. You don't have these on the modern houses anymore. See, even one for sale there. Look at that one, covered in like a pink flower at the end. There we go. Yes, this is that little blue house I just mentioned a few moments ago. And you can see how sort of lovely, like tucked away, and it just looks like it shouldn't be there, you know, because it's sort of set back in the space. But I wonder if that used to be another house once over, and something happened and they made it, and it's called Sunnybank. It looks like. So yeah, it looks like it's not supposed to be there. You can see. Pop the camera around to the right and see all the other houses in this like sort of row, but that one is just sort of set by itself. So again, just walking down some of these little side streets, and like I said, this leads on to Shannon Street and on Caroline Street. So this leads to Shannon Street. So we're just weaving our way towards the courts, and then it leads on to Coop Street. And again, another car park just on the right hand side. So if people are struggling to park in Blackpool, there's a little car park. It's all tucked away a little bit, but it's called Coop Street, and the charge is not too bad in there also. So if you are sort of struggling to find anywhere, and like I said, there's a little car park just on Coop Street. Pop that in your sat nav and you'll come to that one. Again, it's a huge car park, so a quick peek. They've got sort of CCTV cameras and all sorts to keep your car secure, but you can see, you know, it's quite roomy. And like I said, the parking is not too bad in this one. So this is Coop Street, and again, used to be home to, you know, so many wonderful guest houses and little bed and breakfast. You can just see right in the middle the iconic Blackpool Tower. So like I said, we are sort of heading towards the courts. The courts are sort of directly in front of us. And again, you know, some of these they've been doing a lot of work to them. Like I said, you got the many little things. There's a Wellington Hotel. So obviously that's not a hotel anymore, but you can see it's still on there. It's a huge building, that one. Look at that one, the Wellington. And this is York Street. In fact, what we'll do, we'll go up York Street, and then we'll sort of head our way back down to the courts. So I just want to show you some of the other little streets. We don't normally film that often, but you can see there's plenty of wonderful little guest houses, little independent ones, rather than the big ones. And you see there the Newton House. There's all sorts of little seating areas outside. So I mean, they do, these little small ones. They certainly do try. And like I said, whip the camera around slightly to the right. You see that one has got a bit of a smashed window, but again, lovely stained glass windows, which you don't really see nowadays. Look at that. You never normally see the stained glass windows now. And as mentioned, like I said, you'd imagine this would have been a busy little place, Coop Street. You see all the boards there. I'd imagine, all these would have had like advertisements in, advertising about Blackpool and what's going on, possibly the sea life, the tower. You can see it's like an art now. It's all pictures of art. But yeah, I'd imagine all these years ago would have certainly had sort of advertising different places to visit in Blackpool. So you can see, like I said, just a few streets off Blackpool. All these people would have stayed, and wonderful, just seeing the old charm in the old streets. So that was York Street. Like I said, certainly fascinating walking up these little streets, and like I said, a lot of stories I'd imagine will be told over these places over the years. And there's certainly movement with the courts, the clattering and the clanging. And what's this? This Blackpool Foyer, Singleton Court. So in fact, what we'll do, whip down this little cobbled sort of side street. We'll pop back onto to Coop Street. Again, there's one there, the Canberra Holiday Flats. Now that's not holiday flats anymore. That's now sort of turned into residential flats. I think there's about 6 or 8 flats, I believe. There's in that one. But again, back in the days, there used to be hustled and bustled. In fact, there were a couple of little signs just on the wall, like boards. So I'll see if I can find those. Look at that, the port of call. Look at that, bar, snacks, bed and breakfast. So you can see, all these once over. They've all been, so really busy. Look at that, the Central Pier Hotel, just to the right. So all these, many years ago, would have certainly told some stories, and the families and people visiting Blackpool, I'd imagine possibly we could have stayed in these. And this is just on that Coop Street. And you see directly in front is the courts and the police station. The police station is not being demolished at present. I'd imagine that will be one of the later ones to demolish. And like I said, this is going on until July. So you can see they've got the sprayer out. So it's going to have a bit of a close. You can see that thick cloud of dust. I was going to have a bit of a close look at this one. So it's really sort of hard to just to have a look. Like I said, due to all the dust and the vapour. But like I said, there's certainly carving in. See, like a fork. It's like a big fork on the end of the machine, and that sort of just holds it and rips sections out. So like I said, we want to pop onto the bridge and go see if we can see a bit better of a view of how they've developed and what's going on. So again, even up here, you can't really see that much. There's so much dust being sort of thrown in the air, even though they're dampening it down. I'd imagine that sort of combination of the vapour and also dust as well. So we're going to have a sort of few feet, walk a few feet, so we can see a bit better angle with this one. But you can see, even from here, they're certainly ripped right through the centre of the old courthouse. And you can just see the The old police station, just at the top of the picture. And like I said, I'd imagine that one will be the last to go, and that's certainly the star prize, the star attraction I'm sure everybody is waiting for. Now, whether you like the building or you detest it, and personally I think it's ugly, it's concrete, it's awful. But you know, some people say it's, you know, it's an iconic piece and it's part of history, which I guess it is part of history, but it's certainly not my cup of tea, and a lot of people probably would agree. So I think we'll sort of pop towards the north side of Blackpool. So I hope you enjoyed that bit of a walk around some of the streets, just as, you know, one or two off the promenade, and the bit of an update on the court. So I think what we'll do is sort of pop over towards the north side.